G, do you want to start?
Go ahead.
Sure, why not? As you can see, I'm not drinking Kool-Aid. I got a little water today, a little water. Don't mean the Kool-Aid gonna stop. You come back and get you a couple more.
Just on pause.
Just no, we never on pause at bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop. If you want to go ahead, we're never paused there, 24 hours a day. See what I did? That boy cold. No, but you know what? It's crazy. Today, this conversation is going to be about DTR versus Kevin Stefanski. I think if you guys sit and hang out with us and watch a little bit, don't get too frustrated. But we are going to bring up some things for you guys to think about. It's a quarter of the season over, and I know we got a 17th game, but there's some things that are looking like a bit of a pattern. The Browns are 500. They could come out and be great after the bye week. They could come out and slide a little bit. I think there's some things that they need to be mulling over in the office for the next 2 weeks, especially when it comes to the offense.
All right.
Rapid fire, by the way, before I get my Browns take. Rest in peace, Tim Wakefield, who passed away from
Stunning news.
Wow.
Brain
57
cancer.
years old.
Awful job by Kurt Schilling announcing that he had cancer. You didn't hear about this?
No.
Kurt Schilling announced that Tim Wakefield had cancer a couple days ago. Tim Wakefield did not want that out there.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
So, awful move.
Did he know that? Well, he couldn't have known that. He wouldn't have violated his trust.
He, in fact, said, I'm not sure he wants this out there, but I'm going to say it anyway.
What a douche.
Number two, this has nothing to do with what you think of him as a president, but happy 99th birthday to Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Nobody could debate that he's a great human being.
Do you know that most Americans living today were born after he left office?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a mind blow stat.
I thought he was going to, it looked like he was on his deathbed six
6 months ago, his grandson came out and said, it's not looking good.
Yeah. And he turned 99 yesterday. The guy, I think he's still building houses for poor people. The guy's an amazing
Karma.
person.
Did you slide RBG in there? Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. When was this? Was this last week or this week?
She died
She's been dead like 3 years.
3 years ago.
No, I'm sorry. Dianne Feinstein.
I can see how you would
like
confuse
it's the same, right? They're the same, right? They are completely
Another old
right?
Jewish woman.
Dianne
Feinstein passed away
yesterday.
Yes, sir. All right, now to the Browns. Okay, it's easy to panic and flip out and go bananas, but I got to be the voice of reason. Things were bad yesterday. There's no doubt about it. The defense was not great, wasn't bad, and it's pretty hard to play great defense when you have no chance in your offense. Think about this. The Browns defense played very well early, right? Early, first couple of drives. And they quickly realized, wow, we have no shot on offense. Our quarterback cannot play right now. And it's hard to keep up that level of play and just be perfect when you're coming back on the field every 3 plays. There's plenty of criticism to go around. Stefanski deserves some, no doubt. We can't pin it all on him. Not every time they lose is it play calling. Although I think, and I'm usually anti-complaining about play calling, there is some criticism on that vein that I think is fair. And DTR was terrible, but he's a 5th-round rookie, and people should have maybe expected that. Nobody was saying, listen, you could rip the Browns organization all you want, guys, but nobody was saying the Browns should have a veteran quarterback until this game happened. Everybody was excited to see DTR. He fell on his face. Now, don't write the guy's career off based on one game. That's not fair either. But he was clearly not ready to play, and maybe the Browns should have considered P.J. Walker, who has played some games in this league. Again, I don't think he's any kind of long-term answer either. And I think we also saw that Deshaun Watson's got to play and play at a high level for the Browns to be successful. And you could say that pretty much about every team in the NFL.
And all their starting quarterbacks, yeah.
Yes.
Big takeaway, the Browns better sign 3 more quarterbacks because they're going to need them. This offensive line is going to get guys hurt all year. We've got 2 mobile quarterbacks. DTR took a beating yesterday. He took.
Well, you got 3 mobiles.
An absolute.
Walker's mobile too.
Well, yeah. He's not the answer. We know that. DTR took a beat. He had no chance. Not only was it a difficult grading curve because it was his first NFL start, it was his first NFL start with a line that looks like Swiss cheese. They're going to get guys hurt. I wouldn't be able to safely say, yeah, we can count on Deshaun Watson when he comes back. He's going to get hit. There are pinatas back there. And both those guys are mobile, and they took shots. Deshaun's taken shots this year. Every other clip, after the ball fell incomplete, the camera took a shot of DTR pulling grass out of his face mask. I mean, he just got absolutely destroyed. So I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how you fix this. I think that this was a definite come back to earth game. The offense doesn't have any players. They really don't. Who on this team is making the Pro Bowl? Who on this team is a difference maker offensively? Amari Cooper's a nice piece.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
And Nick Chubb ain't walking through that door.
Yeah.
So the reality of it is we are an offensively challenged football team. It's like whack-a-mole with the Browns. Need a kicker? Boom, get a kicker. Need a defense? Boom, get a defense. Now you need an offense. Can never have all three at once. And that's what it takes to be a really, really good team. And I think we're staring 2 and 3 in the face. Anybody that thinks we're going to beat San Francisco when they come in here 2 weeks from now, they could lay an egg. It's possible they could win this game. But now you're looking at 2 and 3 and a very uncertain future beyond that. So disappointing. But if I'm passing blame out, which is what we're going to do here today, the bulk of my blame is going on the offensive line.
I'll say, I love your intro. I was on the post-game show with Mikey, and I said, have we seen this offensive line get old right in front of our face? Because we already knew what sorry, I'm not going to say his name. It's bless his soul out there. Earl was like, we don't want to look like we're being bullies. You know what it is at left tackle.
Yep.
But Wyatt Teller has played horrible. It's pass blocking. Ethan Poaches has not played like he did last year. He's now hurt.
Joe
Bitonio,
which we've never mentioned,
is not playing very well either. And the best guy statistically wise and from giving up pressure is DeJuan Jones, and he's a rookie. And that is not something that we can really deal with at this point, because you said another thing. I'm like, dang, Jay out here cooking this morning. Where's your difference makers? Where's the guys that people pay attention to? We got Amari Cooper, shout out to him. He's one of the best we got. But Elijah Moore.
Wow.
I mean.
A minus 20 rush?
I mean, this guy is not fast. He's not that big. It's not like he's a go up and contested catch guy. I'm looking at the situation like, okay, well, what is he? Scrap all the reverses and stuff. Get that out of here.
That's the reason the Jets gave up on him.
Bull say he's just a guy. He is. He's a small receiver. That's it.
Yep.
Yes.
And listen, I think you guys are overreacting somewhat. I mean, it's a little prisoner of the moment here. I think.
Do they have stars on offense that I'm missing?
No, but we knew they didn't have stars on offense when Nick Chubb got hurt. You don't have to have stars on offense. You don't have to have a million stars on offense. The Chiefs only have 1 star on offense in terms of skill positions.
At the critical position.
No, well, I'm not talking about quarterback.
Well, so they have 2.
Well, then the Browns do have, was Watson should be. I mean, I'm expecting him to be the rest of the year.
Well, he's not yet, but he should be.
Well, he has been in the past. In the majority of his career, he has been.
Yes.
So I'm going to assume that if he's not a star, then it's pointless anyway. Browns are not going to win any games.
That's my point.
So they're not going to be that good. But
yeah, I included him when I said they don't have any Pro Bowlers on this offense.
Yes, that's fair. But in terms of the offensive line, like I haven't seen how they're stacking up. You know, we watch our offensive line and guys get hit. You watch every other game, this guy's getting hit all the time too.
All the time.
You see it a lot. Like I don't know where the Browns.
But not as much.
I don't think that's true.
Don't you think how many times was he knocked down?
Jay, a lot of that's him. He was holding the ball way too long.
It is what it is.
But
he's the guy back there.
The offensive line can't hold up forever.
I don't think that. I don't know what his average time per release was, but I don't remember him standing back there for an eternity. He didn't have an eternity.
But you think the Browns quarterbacks are getting hit more than any other quarterback?
I mean, I don't know. No, I did not say that.
But I just numbers on that are not out yet, but I will have those for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
As far as yesterday's game goes,
I know overall, like the guards and center have played well. They maybe not as like Joe Bitonio is not playing as well as he has in the past, but all 3 of those guys are playing well enough. It's the tackles and especially left tackle. That's a problem.
I don't think Wyatt Teller's playing well. The numbers bear out. The film
penalties in big spots. And here's the thing, like so many people, and this drives me nuts. So many people are going to wait to see the PFF grades. No. Here's what the PFF grading scale has done. It's it's lessened the sharpness of our eyes.
No, it's not, Jay.
Because all of a sudden we'll see a number and say, oh, well, I guess he wasn't that bad. I just watch football. That's what I do.
But Jay,
I don't have a calculator with it.
Are you watching every single lineman on every play?
Bull. I'm watching a lot of football. Yes, I'm watching a lot. Am I watching? Nobody's watching every single
That's
play.
what I'm saying.
However,
Yes.
as I juxtapose what the Browns' offensive line is doing against the other teams that I watch, which on any given Sunday I probably see 14 teams, I'm watching a lot of football. What I'm seeing is, and I'm not even ranking them. I don't care what the other teams are doing. I care what my team is doing. And my eyes tell me they're going to get this dude killed.
I just think the good quarterbacks can overcome bad offensive line play. Deshaun Watson did it in Houston. He needs to be able to do it here. The offensive line is not as good as it's been hyped up to be. I agree with you there.
And that's a problem.
But it's not terrible. And outside of left tackle, that's the only spot that's terrible. Now that's a problem.
Well, that
they've refused to deal with.
That is the most important position.
But ultimately, you can overcome it. Again, Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl with the worst offensive line in the league.
Where are they now, by the way? I haven't seen the Bengals enough to know.
They haven't played well on the offensive line.
Okay.
However, you got to take in consideration when someone doesn't pull their weight, somebody else has to take the slack. When the offensive line for the Bengals, when the offensive line for the Bengals wasn't playing, they had elite playmakers at receiver that would go get footballs. The Browns don't have that right now.
They have one elite playmaker in Chase. T. Higgins is not elite. He's very good. He's in the same class as Cooper. Higgins and Cooper are in the same class.